I hate political movies, but after hearing one after the other won an Oscar, six of them, I just had to watch it. I could not resist. And I would say, well, let's leave my reaction to the end. So the film started chaotic. The first few scenes were heavily centered around Teyana Taylor's character. And one thing is clear from the jump: she is sick, really sick. She rebelled against everything and everyone. Classic far left. Her sexual innuendos were not really hitting for me. And get this, one of the reasons she gave for wanting to leave DiCaprio and her own daughter was that his male ego wanted to imprison her. I am not joking. His male ego wanted to imprison her. I laughed. She represented that particular brand of far left so accurately it was almost impressive. Followed strongly by Sean Penn's character, Colonel Lockjaw, a Frankenstein of everything extremely wrong with the far right, insane, menacing, and somehow almost funny with it. Probably the weirdest character I have seen on screen this year. Anyway, if you haven't seen the movie, let me quickly put you on. Teyana Taylor plays Perfidia, a freedom fighter, a member of a resistance group called the French 75. She falls in love with another member of the resistance, then gets involved with Colonel Lockjaw, the man in charge of immigration enforcement, who becomes obsessed with her. She gets trigger happy during one of their operations and shoots a cop. Whether the cop deserved it or not, nobody knows. She gets arrested, and in order to secure a lighter sentence, she rats out the entire group. The bitch. Now, once Perfidia exits, the film breathes, and that breathing gave room for Leonardo DiCaprio. His character Bob is chaotic, loves his daughter Willa dearly. Willa is played by a newcomer called Chase Infinity, amazing actress. I'm looking forward to seeing what she offers. Now, Bob is a liberal, washed up, half stoned, paranoid, and the film doesn't even let him off easy for it. DiCaprio literally uses the word liberal as an insult, throwing it at members of his own resistance when they frustrate him. He called his daughter's friends freaks. There is a non binary character in that group. Everybody gets an insult in this movie. Nobody is sacred. And honestly, that is part of why it works. But Lockjaw eventually gets word of their whereabouts and sends everything he has after them. And it is at this moment, this exact moment, that the film started getting really, really interesting. And I didn't hate myself so much for watching it. Actually, at this junction, I began to think just maybe it deserved the Oscar. Then we get introduced to one of my favorite actors, Benicio Del Toro. His presence in every movie is just magnetic. Even when he is not the centerpiece, he stands out. He plays Sensei, an enigmatic figure who runs an underground immigration ring in a Mexican border town, smuggling people in, getting them jobs, building a whole system. With Lockjaw on the tail of Bob and Willa, they needed a reason to deploy heavy force into that town. So they busted the ring, set the whole town on fire, residents protesting madly. Meanwhile, one of Bob's old resistance friends manages to get to Willa in time, saved her, took her in with some really crazy characters, sisters who grew marijuana. There are moments in this escape plan that I found quite hilarious, especially DiCaprio's character forgetting his resistance codes because he had been smoking and drinking. Then watching old DiCaprio jumping from one place to another until he falls straight off a building. Quite funny, honestly. Anyway, Lockjaw eventually meets the girl, and it turns out he is actually her biological father. Yes, Teyana Taylor's character never mentioned it, and his intention to have her killed because her existence would block his entry into a white supremacist group called Merry Christmas. Unknown to him, the group had already sent someone to kill him, so he drops his daughter off with a guy to take her somewhere she would be killed. That guy kills everybody present, dies in the process. The daughter escapes, Lockjaw gets killed, and the daughter kills the killer herself. And finally, The Night with DiCaprio. Overall, interesting movie. Quick paced, chaotic, and just crazy. The characters are likable and understandable in their own way. And honestly, I kind of wish Sean Penn's character didn't have to die. Wonderful film. Did it deserve the Oscars? You tell me. Go watch it and come back and drop your reaction in the comments.